Hey guys, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I tried the macro, if it fits your macros, diet for 7 days. So guys, I have so much to say about this diet, no joke. I could literally be here for an hour to tell you all these different things I feel about this diet. Like, I have so much on my mind right now, but definitely this diet was freaking crazy. Stay till the end because I'll tell you guys my results. My results, like, were freaking mind-boggling. Like, out of everything I've done, I haven't really been actively trying to lose weight. I've just been trying to really get healthy, but out of everything I've done, these results took the freaking cake. I'll tell you that much. But I don't care what they say. It's supposed to be not restricting. You can have whatever you want as long as it fits your macros for the day. I don't care what they say. It's still a diet. It still can be restricting for sure. If we're really honest with ourselves, one thing of fast food, like a burger and fries, or just even a burger, is probably half to a full day's worth of fat in that one meal. So you cannot just eat whatever you want. Obviously, you still have to be strategic. And there's actually a lot of things you can't eat, or you can only eat like very small portions of things because they have lots of fats or carbs in them. So quickly, if you don't know what macro counting is, pretty much it's just like you're supposed to have a certain amount of macros a day in order to build muscle and lose weight. Depending on what your goals are, obviously, if you're strength training or if you just want to lose weight or if you want to do both, if you're body recomposition, tons of different stuff. So I found 2 different websites on how to do this. So first you can go to TDEE.
Okay, so once you Google TDEE, you can just quickly put in all your information and then click enter. And here it's going to show you all of the numbers that relate to you. So here is my maintenance calories, and I'm just going to deduct 500 calories from this because that would equal about 1 pound per week of weight loss. Then you go down, I'm picking cutting because I'm trying to lose weight. And then they show me the macros that I should consume every single day. They say 130 grams protein, 70 fat, and 156 carbs. But I wasn't a huge fan of this really large protein goal, so I found another website right here, and I'll link this website down the bottom that gave me more of a range. And I chose what worked best for me, so I decided to do it right in the middle for the protein. So I picked 25% fats. I like lots of fat, so I picked 35% fat, the highest I could go. And then the rest I picked was carbs, and that was 40% because these numbers have to equal up to 100. And then I have here quickly the math on how you can find out how many calories of each macronutrient you need in a day, and obviously how many grams as well that you need in a day. So my overall goals were 112 grams of protein, 180 grams of carbs, and 70 grams of fat. You can quickly screenshot this if you want to know how to do the math for yourselves.
Oh, what's here, guys? Whoa. HelloFresh. All right, HelloFresh time. Chicken and rice and veggies. Thank you, HelloFresh.
Baby, want some popcorn?
This is so not fair. The popcorn doesn't fit into my macros. I love popcorn, but I need freaking protein, and this has no protein in it. Dang it. This is just freaking cruel. Can I have popcorn? Sorry. It looks delicious, and I'm so excited to eat this. You can't see this very well, but I still am not at my protein goal yet. I still have 15 grams of protein, and I have too many fats. My fat's way above, but I forgot I have to add oil to my eggs or else they'll stick in the pan. So I have to add my oil, and I have to add ketchup because I can't have eggs without ketchup. I completely forgot about these extra calories and extra fat and carbs. What am I gonna do? I know, Chico, I know. I'm already above my fats and carbs. Now I have to go back and find something to get rid of. I can't get rid of anything else. There's nothing else to get rid of. Everything else. This is so hard. Oh my God, like how does someone eat this much protein? Like 100 grams isn't even that much, but because of my freaking HelloFresh meals, they have so much fat in them that I just can't reach my goals with this HelloFresh. This is brutal. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna make it today. So obviously I did not plan ahead and I thought it was gonna be so much easier than this, guys. So yeah, I had to constantly keep switching foods out and in to like try to make my macros for the day. It was really hard. So for beginners especially, this is really, really hard, I feel. And what I learned about myself, so this is also a pro. There's pros and cons all day, every day. I learned I consume so little protein. Like I was consuming like 70, 80 grams. Obviously you can have 70 grams and just be healthy, but I'm trying to build muscle. So I especially really need to be adding more protein into my diet. I didn't realize it was that low and I didn't realize it was that hard to get protein in. Another thing, I was consuming so much fat every day. I'm consuming like 90 to 100 grams of fat and it's recommended like 70 grams for me. So every day I'm consuming all that fat. That's nuts. So I'm really happy that I learned those two things about me. And lately I've been trying super hard to add more protein in and cut out my fat a little bit, and it's still hard. Like I cannot believe how much fat I eat. So this definitely gave me a realization. I have to switch some of my foods up. Okay guys, I am extremely happy right now because I found a way to add beef tenderloin takeout into my macros for the day. Literally like move things around and I'm at my calories for the day and I'm at my macros for the day and I didn't have to give up anything and I can even have a drink tonight. I am so excited. I didn't think it was possible, but I found a way.
Later that night.
What an unsupportive husband I have. Like, I'm trying to do my macros for 7 days, and this is what he brings home.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I am gonna be 110% real with you guys. Last night, I did not make my macros. You guys saw that amount of food that my husband got. I'm still choked up that he knows how hard I'm trying and then he buys all that food. I actually did really good at saying no. I only had like a couple bites and then right before bed after a few drinks, the food was just too tempting and I had a little bit more. That day was not perfect, but that's fine. Just like any day, it's not always gonna be the way you want it to go. I got up the next day and I got right back on track and made sure I got my macros that day. I haven't had French toast in like a year. That is bomb! You're out there making money, I'm living over here. So the next 4 days, I started like kind of realizing what I needed to eat in a day to get to my macros. So that was really helpful. It only took me about 3 days to try to start really figuring it out. So it is pretty fast, especially if you know a little bit about nutrition beforehand. It just takes time. It just takes you researching. It just takes you going on MyFitnessPal and putting things in, putting things out until you kind of figure out what your foods that you have in them. So I did work from day 4 to day 7. So I didn't really I didn't really videotape what I was eating that much, but here's just a little bit about what I had for the rest of the week. I forgot to show you guys what I ate yesterday. Sorry, I completely forgot. And it was really good, so I wish I would have shown you. But I had HelloFresh. And I had this barbecue chicken thing. Just chicken on like a salad, right? Healthy, right? No, it's 800 calories per serving. Like, no dissing HelloFresh, but how is their stuff 800 calories? What the hell are they putting in their chicken and vegetables to make it 800 calories? And I'm pretty sure I had one of their servings, maybe a little bit less. So I probably still had like 600 or 700 calories and like half my fat from today came from that meal. Like my mind is just boggled. Like how? And their chicken tasted unreal. What are you putting in it? I don't trust you. Like, just chicken and veggies, right? That's what I would eat on a regular day. What the fuck? Like, what the hell? Day 7, post-workout green protein smoothie. You got protein? Okay, so there you guys have it. That was my whole week of eating, and now, right before the results, I'm just gonna say a couple pros and cons. Let's start with the pros. Pro number 1 is I didn't really feel that hungry, especially limiting myself to 1,800 calories. To be able to go in a diet or calorie restriction and be able to not really be hungry, and my cravings at night that I usually always get were really, really minimal or non-existent for the most part, so that was really cool. I definitely think it's from the increase of protein for sure. They say that protein is very satisfying and protein is really filling. So that could have definitely been a huge reason why I wasn't as hungry. And obviously protein is good for muscle building and keeping lean mass. So just the fact that now I know to consume more protein, it's gonna help me stay full, and it's also gonna help me build muscle. So I am actually really happy I did this macro diet just to learn that one thing about me. And that leads into pro number 2. I learned a lot about my eating habits. I already said this earlier, I'm not going to go into detail, but I learned about the protein and fats I was consuming, so that really helped me in the future about what I'm going to change a little bit in my diet. And this really made me have to find ways to add protein into my life. Like, I'm going to make a whole video on this later, guys, because I found so many tricks and so many little things you can do to add protein into your diet if you're struggling with that, because I was forced to. Pepper's nails are so long right now that he is just trying to be nice to me, and it hurts. Like, ow. Like, Pepper, please. Like, you just always hurt people. Why do you always hurt people? Every video. Oh my god. There probably are more pros, but I'm gonna go to the cons now. So, con number 1. Like I said earlier, it's still diet, it's still restricting at times, and you still have to sometimes say no or decrease things that you want. And with any diet, you can feel guilty about if you can't have a certain food. Obviously, oh god, there's like hair on me. Ah, Pepper, I love you, but oh, you're just so cute. But, anyways, Pepper, he's so cute right now. Wish you could see his face. Okay, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so for any diet, you can still feel guilty if you don't meet your macros, if you don't meet your calories, if like for some reason you really want something and you are out of macros and now you can't eat it, and now maybe you still could possibly binge on it in the future. So any diet, that's always going to be a con. Just make sure if you are doing the macro diets that you're still eating the foods that you love and you're trying to find a way to incorporate them just like in small amounts. Okay, number 2. This was actually kind of crazy to me. When I went back to normal eating on day 8, I was so hungry. I'm not kidding. I have not experienced that kind of hunger level in a long time. Like physical hunger. The cravings were pretty minimal. They weren't anything more than usual, but the hunger, physical hunger for 7 days.
Do you ever stop eating?
I'm hungry.
Finally, after 1 week, they subdued and went back to normal, but I consumed a bunch of calories. It felt like my body was trying to gain back all the weight. It felt like my body wanted to have not only my maintenance calories, but all the calories that I didn't have that week. Pepper, I love you. Get away from the car. Luckily, because it subdued, I didn't gain any weight. Okay, so number 3 is actually a pro and a con. So grazing. You guys know grazing. It's just like having a little bit here and there, or like, oh, something's right in front of your face, so you just have one and you don't feel bad about it and you move on with your day. I am a grazer. I graze a lot. I didn't know how much I graze. And so anytime I wanted to graze, I couldn't, because then I'd have to go and fix everything in my fitness pal and redo things. And I was not doing that. After spending hours and hours and hours getting my macros good and almost perfect, there was no way I was going back and messing it up. So I couldn't graze. So that could be a good thing. Also could be a bad thing. Good thing because how many extra calories am I having in a day of grazing that I don't even know about, that I don't even add to my fitness pal, and could be the reason I wasn't losing any weight before. The other side of it, if you feel like you can't have those things because it's going to screw up your macros, just like any diet, you could go back to, you know, binging and stuff like that because you're not allowing yourself to have those foods. So just to be aware of that. So number 4, I really want to know your guys' opinion on this, and if this happens to you. I started very minimally. I had to do a lot of mindset work and journaling to get rid of these thoughts, but I felt some guilt and scared that the weight was going to come back. Also, I started having like, is it called body dysmorphia? Is that what it's called? Where for the first time in months, I looked at my body and I didn't like it. I went from loving my body, honestly loving my body, to not loving it and seeing all the imperfections on my body and realizing, oh, I lost weight, but I have so much more to go and I want to continue losing at this rate and I just want it off right now. And I think people, when they go on diets, that's their mentality. It's like, they just want things done fast. Yeah, so seeing weight go really fast, first of all, it's not healthy for you. It's actually not healthy to lose more than probably 2-3 pounds a week, depending on your size, of course. But it's not good for the metabolism, all those other things. Definitely look that up and Google it and research it if you don't believe me. And I had to meditate on this and journal about this to like accept this fact and be okay with it and get rid of the guilt of like that it's just not sustainable to lose a bunch of weight really fast. So I definitely think that you can do, like, people can lose weight on this diet and it's a good diet for some people. And as long as it's a way of living forever and you can always eat that much protein, you can always consume those macronutrients and you're okay with the foods that you're eating. Just like anything, right? It needs to be long term. Alright, so for my results, I lost 5 flippin' pounds in 1 week. That's insane. Some of that was definitely water weight, but how like crazy is that you can lose 5 pounds in a week on a diet? That's why it messed me up so much. I was just like, ooh, like I liked it. It gave me like a high, but then it also gave me a low. So it's been about 3 weeks now and I've kept it off. So that's good. I've not lost any more weight, but that's fine because 5 pounds in a week is nuts. And I just really didn't want to gain it back, to be honest. And for my inches, which was really cool, I lost 0.5 inches on my waist and 0.5 inches on my bigger part of my belly. So that was cool that I lost the inches. That was awesome. And if there is a diet that you guys want me to try, please comment below. I really want to try something else. Or for sure, any physical challenges I will do. I love physical challenges. The harder the physical challenge, the better, because I like pushing myself and I really like competing with myself. And yeah, I would love to hear what you guys think about that. So comment below if you guys want to see me do any cool fitness challenges. I'm totally willing to try them out. All right, that is all I have for today. You guys have a great day and I'll see you next week.